Probably Einstein held Pythagoras in high regard. Pythagoras was Greek philosopher and mathematician. He left one of the most important theorems in the history of mathematics to humanity, the Pythagorean theorem. This theorem establishes that, in a right triangle, the square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares of the other two sides. Pythagoras' life can be a great source of inspiration and motivation for all of us. He believed that mathematics and philosophy were interconnected and that knowledge should be sought throughout life. He founded a school that promoted the pursuit of knowledge. His school was based on observation, analysis, and reflection, teaching his students that the world could be understood and explained through mathematics and reason. Pythagoras was a strong advocate for harmony and simplicity. He believed that the symmetry of the universe could be expressed mathematically and appreciated by all. By observing the relationship between the sides of a right triangle, Pythagoras discovered a certain order that exists in the universe. And this mathematical order is present throughout nature, from the structure of crystals to the orbit of planets. But more than that, the Pythagorean theorem can be seen as a metaphor for life. Just as the sides of a right triangle represent the obstacles we encounter in our path, the hypotenuse is the solution to these obstacles. And often, this solution lies in finding the harmony and order that exist in our own lives. Therefore, inspired by Pythagoras, we can seek knowledge and wisdom, beauty and harmony in everything we do. We can face the challenges of life with courage and determination, always seeking the order and simplicity that lead us to the solution of our problems. Pythagoras is widely known for his contributions to mathematics, but he also had a great influence on philosophy. He believed that knowledge should be sought throughout life and that true wisdom was achieved through contemplation and reflection. One of Pythagoras' main contributions to philosophy was his theory of souls. He believed that the human soul was immortal and that it went through a cycle of incarnations, with the ultimate goal of purifying and freeing the soul. This theory became known as the transmigration of souls or metempsychosis. He believed that the harmony and order of the universe were expressed in mathematical terms and that the beauty of mathematics should be appreciated by all. He taught that the harmony of the universe was a manifestation of the harmony of the souls from the individual could achieve true happiness. Pythagoras also promoted the idea that virtue was an essential part of the good life and that ethics should be guided by universal principles, such as justice and equity. He taught that virtue was the key to happiness and that happiness could not be achieved through material wealth or power, but through knowledge and wisdom. Thus, Pythagoras' contributions to philosophy were fundamental to the development of Western thought. His theory of souls and his emphasis on virtue and ethics are still studied and discussed by modern philosophers and thinkers, showing the lasting relevance of his teachings. His life and work are an inspiring example of how mathematics and philosophy can be interconnected. Pythagoras is also remembered for his contributions to music. He discovered that the relationship between musical notes could be expressed in mathematical terms, which led him to create the Pythagorean musical scale. This scale is based on the mathematical relationship between the frequencies of musical notes and is still used in some forms of music today. Music was very important to Pythagoras, and he believed that the harmony of musical notes could reflect the harmony of the universe. He taught that music was an expression of the soul and that the beauty of music could elevate the human spirit. In summary, the life and contributions of Pythagoras are a source of inspiration for all of us.